Well, I'm out on the Revolt again today. What a week it's been. I've had a week off, so I've ridden every day. I wanted to ride the Revolt every day because I've got new wheels. And what a week we've had weather-wise. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had high winds and it was cold. And then Thursday I did a 10-mile ride. I just did a little ride to have a sort of a rest in between, and it was not too bad. Quite gloomy, quite cold. The wind had died down a bit. And then Friday we had torrential rain. So I decided to go out on the fast road. And then yesterday it was still raining lightly. But with all the rain the previous day, I thought it would be better to stay on fairly good roads. So I went out on the trek. And then today is the first nice day we've had really all week. My last day off. Alright. Still, that's not as bad as it sounds. Because not only is it the first nice day, but according to the forecast, it's the last nice day for a while as well. And I'm inappropriately dressed because it's a lot colder than I expected. The bike is riding so nicely with these new wheels. So I feel it was money well spent. Well, assuming they don't break, of course. But it's not really the wheels that I want to talk about today. It's those black rubbery bits that go on the wheels. Somebody sent me a comment on one of the videos saying, do you not get punctures? Or do you edit them out? And I laughed. Because I've had some punctures. And anyone who watches these videos will know I've complained several times about bike tyres because they're expensive and they're rubbish. And I think the bike industry is treating us with contempt. Here's me saying it's a nice day. That cloud looks ominous. I've had about half a dozen punctures in tubes. And I've had 2 punctures in tubeless tyres that wouldn't seal. One of them with a plug. And so it got me thinking, how have we got to the point with car tyres where a lot of cars nowadays don't even have a spare wheel? And yet with bikes, we accept punctures as a daily occurrence. And that's on top of the fact that they don't last. And you wouldn't mind if they were a couple of quid, but they're not. They cost as much, if not more, than car tyres. And one of the reasons is cycling is a leisure activity And the manufacturers know they can get away with it. The fact is, people really like spending money on things they do. I don't know what the psychology is behind it, but people feel like they're getting more out of their leisure activity the more they spend on it. And that's why hobbies are such a good money spinner. And the marketing people will spend all of their time trying to persuade you that you need something new, something different. And if you read on forums and stuff, you'll have people asking, saying things like, oh, I'm getting my new bike on Thursday. What upgrade should I make? Always go slowly through standing water because these roads are so bad. You don't know what potholes are lurking underneath. Yeah, what upgrade should I make? And that's before they've even seen the bike. Haven't even got it yet, and they're already deciding what to spend more money on. And the industry loves it. You've got to love British roads. So I'm thinking, shouldn't you get the bike and ride it? See how it feels? And then decide what changes you need to make. I get the same thing with photography students. What lens should I buy next? What filters should I get? All of these kind of things. But the tyre thing, you have to carry a spare tube, maybe even a couple of tyre levers and a pump. And then we were sold on the idea of tubeless tyres. It'd be great because the sealant will fill up the puncture and you can carry on going. And you say, well, that's great. Don't need to carry all this stuff. Ah, well, you need a pump. What for? Well, sometimes the air's gone out before the sealant works, and then you have to pump it back up again. Oh, okay, so I'll still carry a pump. Yep. Yeah, but sometimes the sealant won't be able to fill up the hole. Oh, well, what do I do then? Well, you need to take some plugs with you. Oh, okay, so instead of a tube and a pump, I'll have plugs and a pump. No, you still need your tube. Why? Well, because sometimes the plug won't work. You go, okay, so the advantage of a tubeless tyre is I've got to carry more stuff than I used to before. Yep, that's about the size of it. Oh, what's the advantage then? And people scratch their heads, and some will say, well, they ride better, and one thing and another, and I'll be honest, I've set up my bikes tubeless because, well, there is a chance the sealant will work and you can get home. When I put these new wheels on, they put the old tyres on because they're not worn out, and as I say, tyres are expensive. I want to throw them all away. And there was already 2 punctures in this tyre. So we put the sealant in, inflated it up, hope that it'll work, but even so, as I said, if the car industry can make tyres that can go for 20,000 miles, and in that time 99% of them won't have had a puncture, why can't the bike industry get it right? But as I said, people like spending money, so it's good for them. Because when you get a puncture and it won't seal, people go, oh well, I'll throw those tyres away. Because I've read about these new Continentals. It'll make me go faster. Or I've read about these new Michelins. That have better grip in the corners. And the industry is quite happy to take another 60 or 70 quid out of your pocket. And as long as we keep paying it, they'll keep charging it. The manufacturers bring out new tyres. And they start off at 75 quid. And before you know it, all the retailers have marked them down to 50 quid. Because people said no. We're not paying 75. And they get down to a point where people start buying them, and that's where the price stays. So if we all said no, and we're paying 50 quid, the price would come down to 40. So I think we have to take some of the blame ourselves. I mean, obviously a business will carry on selling something at a profit, or an obscene profit, if people keep buying it. We all have our cut-off point. And that's the way modern business works.